Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. I am Tasha B. I am an actor, a filmmaker, writer, and creator that is about to take the stage this weekend. So I'm excited. Opening of my play, Don't Touch My Hair, written by Douglas Lyons, directed by Danielle Truitt. Like, it's gonna be a time. I'm excited.
So excited. I cannot wait. I will be there Saturday, girl. Ready to cheer you on. Bravo, bravo. And I'm Tay. I am a creative producer, a lover of all things wellness, and your favorite vocal yogi.
That form.
All right.
And with that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay?
Girl, you know, I feel very summertime. I feel very summertime. Like, just watermelon fruits in the fridge, lots of hella water, feeling like
hella water.
You know what I mean? Lighter eats, like, just, my skin is very much liking the sun, starting to get just a slight summer color back. You know what I mean?
Somebody told me my melanin was popping recently. I was like, oh,
melanin is popping, friend.
I've been walking.
Melanin is
out there in the sun, walking in it. Yeah, I gotta get a walk in, baby. You gotta do something.
Yeah. And so I feel like just very much like that. I feel like the season, if the season were to describe my feelings, it'd be summertime right now. Yeah.
Feeling summer.
Summertime
fun.
Okay. Oh, you already know. What about you, girl? How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I am getting ready for this play, and I feel like I forgot how much goes into doing a play,
Hell yeah.
I remember thinking this last time, and I'm thinking this time. I know there are so many people that do, a couple plays a year,
right?
As many as they can do in a year, and it takes a lot. So, shouts out to y'all that's your bread and butter, because man, you are killing it.
Yeah,
it's a lot. The rehearsals 6 days a week,
dude.
I'm ready for opening, because then I'll just be working Friday through Sunday. And
it'll be a week a little
it'll be a little more time back in the time bucket for me. But I've been having a really good time. I've been growing a lot, learning a lot. The people are great. I've been having a really good time.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Girl, I'm so excited to see you. And also too, Good Day Sacramento.
Yeah, doing Good Day Sacramento tomorrow. Gonna be on the news. So, we all love that.
Yes.
Something your family could look at and be like, hey, that was you on the news. Like, it sure was me.
It was me.
You already know. It's light work.
Look at my creativity.
Y'all see me. Yes, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, right. I'm still in it.
But yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
I'm just excited, but also a little bit nervous, but more excited.
Hell yeah.
You want to do good, so you care, but also, like, I got this.
Backwards and forwards, friend. You got this.
And that'll bring us to our shout out. Girl, shout out is on you today.
It is. Okay, so I wanted to shout out the audience at the Knicks Spurs game a couple months ago.
For booing that motherfucker.
Like, that was great. I also want to shout out Avery Wilson, who was the singer who sang the national anthem during that game, because I really like him. I have a couple of his songs, but he, at first, I guess, thought they were, like, booing him because it was happening during the national anthem. And so, like, he didn't know all that until after he got done singing his song. And so I want to shout him out because he sounded amazing, like always, but it was hard to, and that fucker took the attention away from him and his fucking song. Like, nobody wants you here. Why do you even show up, you ass? But anyways, shout out to the audience. Shout out to Avery Wilson. That's it. That's what I got.
Because boo.
Right.
Tomato.
Down. Jerk.
I heard that. And then the Knicks lost.
Right.
Thanks a lot. No.
I know.
I don't know. I'm rooting for the Spurs, though, to be honest with you.
Underdogs. Well, I guess the Knicks are underdogs, too.
I feel like whoever wins is going to be great.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, so I can't really root for the Knicks to win the championship,
I saw a video of this guy walking around the stadium that they're going to be playing at with Sage. He was, like, making a big-ass circle, like, walking around with Sage in the stadium. I was like, okay.
I heard that after that game where the Spurs won, Spurs fans were getting jumped or beat up in New York. Because that game was in New York.
Oh,
I
that's
think.
kind of fucked up, dude.
Was it New
It
York?
doesn't gotta be all that.
But yeah, it was just like, dang. Or maybe it wasn't that game. Maybe it was a different game. But I know they asked the super tall guy, Wemby, on the Spurs about it. They were like, yeah, what do you think about like Spurs fans getting beat up by Knicks fans outside the stadium? He was like, what? That's happened? Oh my gosh, I think that's terrible. Like, that's unacceptable. And I'm like, yeah, why are we fighting? What are we doing? You're a fan of the team. It's a game. That's what he said. He was like, at the end of the day, we got to remember that this is just a game.
Literally.
Because it really is. Guys, relax.
Some people probably, they just mad because they bet their life savings on the damn game.
That sports betting is out of control.
It's
ridiculous.
crazy.
You shouldn't do it.
Please.
Don't waste your time or your money.
Mm-mm.
But taking us to our 3 real lists.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
These are 3 things Tay and I feel are our superpowers, you know? And we might have more than 3, so these are just 3 of them.
Right.
What's your first one?
So I would say I have a great power of like making people feel seen. You know,
yeah.
I feel like from total strangers to people who I know, I think I like it though. You know what I mean? I like asking the questions. I like getting into it. Like if I'm with like, well, my mom, if I'm with my mom, we both go and just, you know what I mean? Glue on to that person just, but if I'm like with Rod or like anybody else, really, I feel like it's really just like Rod when we're in these situations where I'm like, you know, start pouring into somebody who I literally just met. We're at the grocery store line and it's just really long. And now I'm like, by the time we get to the front, I know, oh, her baby's birthday is tomorrow. And she's been having a really hard go at it because, you know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, it's our turn. Let's wrap it up.
Let's go.
Let's go. Like, who is that? Let's get out of here. Like, sorry, it's just she needed me to tell her this. I needed to, you know what I mean? So it's bittersweet.
Yeah.
You know, it's bittersweet, but I definitely would say that it is a power.
Yeah, I think so
sure.
too. I think so too because I agree. I think people need that.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you can see that in the moment and then have that to give. It is a superpower. It's definitely a gift from God, and using it is probably feels great to do.
It does.
Using that gift and just feeling like, oh, I hope that person feels better now. You know,
truly,
it's a good feeling.
I'm like, I need you to see yourself. Like you were telling me off pod, like, you know, sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need that.
Extra encouragement, because I feel like I've been on the receiving end of that, not just from you, but even from a random stranger at a grocery store one time, like, hey, you look great. Like, I remember one time I was having a time in life, guys. And I went on a walk, and by the time I went to do the walk, it was already hot. And I was like, fuck it, I need to walk. And so I'm out, I'm like, it's sweating, I'm hot. I got like, I had no sunglasses, so I was already kind of just like squinty. I had a hat, but it was like, I like having both.
Yes.
And it's like high noon.
Yeah.
And I walked by this truck, and this dude just goes, hey, you look like sunshine. I just had to tell you that. So you just keep shining. And I was like,
sweet.
Thank you. And then I walked away, and I started tearing up because I was just like, I needed to hear that, God, thank you. Because I felt like I was in a washing machine of life. So him saying that, he said it like as I was walking by his window too. So like I didn't even know he was in the truck. And then he was just like, hey, you look like sunshine. I just wanted to tell you that. You keep shining. I was like, oh,
thank
I
you.
will. Thank you.
Literally.
God, you know what you be doing.
Literally.
That was crazy. So keep doing that, for real. Because I feel like being on the receiving end of that, you're like, oh my God, people be needing that. Yeah. The world needs that.
More of that.
Let's not be stingy with that.
Right.
So yes, definitely a superpower.
Thank you, Fran. I would say my second one is, which kind of goes hand in hand with this, I feel like the gift of gab is also a superpower.
Gang.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They call that gang.
They call that a little bit of gang. I feel like I can, if you drop me off in a area where it's like, okay, make a way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Make a way. I'm going to rub some elbows. I'm going to talk to who I need to talk to. Like, I feel like I can make some shit shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to figure some shit out.
I would figure that shit out. Sometimes I feel like, do you know that girl Domino from Deadpool? how she like
had the luck.
Yeah, had the luck.
Oh my God, that's like the best superpower.
Yes.
Every time someone asks me like, what would my superpower be, I always say that. 'Cause I'm like,
Yes.
she's just really lucky. Everything just goes her way.
It goes her way. No, it's not always like that. But I feel like when you say that, when you got the right words and you around the certain people, the right people, or you have the right words to make your way to the right people, shit just be going right.
Yeah.
You know? And so sometimes it feels like, yeah, I could talk.
Yeah.
You know, I can.
You got the game, the smooth talking, the
Yeah.
silver tongue, as they say.
A little something like that.
I like it.
And my last one, I think, would be. I have a few last ones that I was like, which one am I going to choose from? But I think I'm going to say, kind of like what I was telling you earlier, like a sense of knowing. You know, like just knowing, even though, again, I think that these are things that I can say are powers, but sometimes, you know, a power can overtake you and you feel like it's working against you, you know? But I do think like having that sense of knowing like, okay, this is going to work out or this is not going to work out. Like discernment, I guess, could be one too. But I also feel like, and I'm going to take it to a woo-woo place, I also feel like sense of knowing with like presence, you know, like around you, like unseen forces type shit, you know, like feeling like, okay, I can sense maybe there's like an energy here. And I don't know if the energy is necessarily like a person who's passed on type energy, but just like, you know, just something.
Yeah,
Something's
helpful energy here.
Yes.
Like, oh, there's a spirit of helpfulness around here.
Yes.
I could tap into that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or a spirit of draining or something like that, you know?
So
Like
you're saying you can feel both.
Like I feel like it's just very much, sometimes I do see things, you know what I mean? Like, but they always come in forms of like shadows, right?
She's a medium.
But the other night, girl, I didn't even tell you this. The other night I was in bed and like I had literally just gotten to bed, just closed my eyes. You know, where you're like, I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Eyes closed. As soon as I closed my eyes, I felt like a breath. Like I heard a breath like this. right in front of my nose. Like I didn't feel air, but I just heard a sigh. And I instantly opened my eyes. I looked around. The room is pitch black. Rod's right next to me. Yeah, girl, like I've been seeing some stuff, you know, and like that's kind of happened in periods and phases throughout my life, like little pockets, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like when that happened that night, I had zero feelings. Like I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel like, oh shit. I like opened my eyes. I looked around. I was like, okay, a little space, please. And then I just went to sleep. So
girl,
I definitely feel like
you have a gift.
I'm like, I think that that's and I've been trying to.
Oh,
what?
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you're good.
Because I want to know, like, do you want to lean into it? How are you feeling about it?
I was talking to my therapist about this, and she was absolutely saying, like, because this is something that I've kind of been bringing up to her, and she was like, I think, you know, you should see like what's there, and sometimes when I choose to do that, I think it brings a lot of anxiety up because it opens myself up to feelings. I know I've talked a lot about like I'm trying to connect with feelings these days, and I'm realizing that I think a lot of that gift is tied into the feelings part a lot.
That makes sense.
You know, because I feel like if I let it go, I'm gonna like have panic attacks. I'm gonna be like, I'm feeling too much,
overwhelmed
with the feelings.
Because some of them maybe aren't yours. If you're feeling the energy around you and it's...
Exactly.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. So I think that's like a little power. Yeah.
That's not even a little power. That is a gift. That is a superpower. What we say? Superpower.
Right.
You got your superpower. Hey, you the best with the superpower. Haters hate you because you blessed with the superpower. Yes, I love that. Lean into it. Don't be scared. You're good. You're powerful. For me, it's so funny because when I feel presence in a room, like usually when it's dark, I don't know, I got, lights go off, or like you shut down the front of the house, go to the back, and then go to like, oh, I need some water. I will literally, Jesus!
Yes!
And then turn the light on. Or if I don't want to turn the light, I will literally sing, Jesus is here with me. I'm safe. While I get my water. And then get out the room like I ain't gonna run no more because I ain't that scared.
No,
but baby,
but I need everybody to know.
I need you to know, sanctified, okay, covered in the blood.
Covered in the blood.
Get off me, get out of here. Watch out,
my sanctified believers at.
Keeping that Bible packed, okay? Keep that Bible on me, baby.
All right,
you can get on
to getting.
But
wow.
Yeah, I like that for you. I do.
What are your three?
Yeah. So my first one, I will say manifestation. I wrote a Substack about this. I told Tay this story. I have always had deja vus, right? And like they range from like mundane things. Like I remember when I was a kid, it would be like I knew what I was gonna play at recess before I actually played it. And I was one of them kids, I always did something different. Like I would go, maybe I do flag football one day, maybe I'll do tetherball, maybe I'm on the monkey bars, maybe I'm playing foursquare or wall ball, or maybe I'm jump roping, maybe I'm just talking and eating with my friends. But I would be able to see what I was doing at recess before I did it.
Damn.
And it would be like, oh, this girl got a big ass bag of hot Cheetos and we're all eating it. And I would get to school the next day, and Jessica would have a big ass bag of hot Cheetos, and we'd all have napkins, eating hella hot Cheetos, and being hella happy about that.
Girl, like you're like a little Raven Baxter.
Yes, that's why I love That's So Raven so much, because I'd be like, that's so cool. But anyway, so that would happen, and then sometimes it would be like, I remember the most significant thing as a kid that happened was I saw what I was gonna get for Christmas. Like I had asked for this Barbie car for Christmas. And in the dream, I unwrapped, and it was like maybe 3 weeks before Christmas. It was like barely December. And I had, made the list, gave it to my mom, Santa.
Right.
And yeah, I remember I had a dream. I unwrapped it. I remember the wrapping paper. I remember getting it. I remember my reaction to the car. Wow. And it was funny because in the dream, I knew it was the car when I was opening it. And so then when it actually happened, it was like, oh my gosh, this has happened like, it felt like it had happened like 3 times. Because it felt like I knew it was the car in the dream. And then, of course, I got the present and immediately saw the wrapping paper and the, box that it was in and was like, oh my God, it's the car. And then I opened it and I was like, it's the car. And that's what I said in the dream. And that's what I said in real life. Dude. It's the car. And so like having that moment, I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Like I
knew this was going to happen.
Future, dude.
It was crazy. I saw myself winning. Also, like, every time that I win, like, some lottery type of thing, or guess how many candies are in here, or we're doing a lottery ticket. Every time that I win that, I know I'm going to win it. Like, if we walk in somewhere, and it's like, oh, here's your raffle ticket, I'm like, oh, I'm about to win this. And then I walk in, and it's like, I just know, it's, like, weird. Like, my body claimed it, or maybe just knew, like, that's going to be yours.
Yep.
And then they call it, and it's like, it was me, I knew it.
Yes.
That's mine.
That
happens so
You could have
often.
that freaking vision in like a dream that you didn't remember. You know what I mean?
Or maybe I just be knowing.
You just be knowing.
Stuff? I don't know.
No, literally.
But I do feel like, I say manifestation because I feel like that's maybe how I'm rationalizing it or like making it make sense. Because I do think that there is significance to the fact that I kind of claim these things before they happen. And then I'm able to visualize it. So, I'm not really sure how it works. I'm not going to claim to know. But how I feel like it works for me is like that, deja vu, as I will call it, that happening to me is something that kind of places it in my body before I actually get it. I kind of like am familiar with it. I've seen it.
It's already yours type shit. It
kind of like maybe subliminally or subconsciously drives me that way without me knowing. But then who knows? They say time isn't even linear, like we say. Right. So maybe all of this is I'm just tapping into something. I don't know. Literally. But the way that I feel it is like, I'm manifesting stuff. Because when I be believing stuff and when I see stuff, and even when I write stuff, it be happening. And so I feel like that's a superpower.
Yes, it is.
I could really make shit happen.
Is that like clairvoyance?
That's what I'm wondering too. Yeah. Is it like clairvoyance? Maybe I need to lean more in. Maybe it can be. Maybe I can get it there.
Girl.
Just really tap into that. Because I feel like, that's there. There's magic around that. I don't know what the heck, but that's crazy.
Girl, see, look, we are a dynamic duo.
Exactly, girl, we magic.
Okay.
You a medium.
Right.
I'm a fortune teller.
Literally. Bitch can gaze into the future.
You can gaze into the future. You might think love will be a breeze. Light is a breeze.
That's what I was like, that's so Tasha.
Hey, it's the future.
Hey.
It's not mysterious to me, babe.
No.
But yeah. But yeah, that's why I love that show. Okay, so my next one I think is okay, I have 4 I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is I've been told for as long as I can remember that people don't feel like they could fake stuff, fake the funk. Like, oh, I felt like you was gonna see right through that, and oh, she don't play like this, like, you know. And then yeah, like I've even experienced like a person who's fake being mad uncomfortable around me. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe they think I have an attitude, or they think I'm judging them, or whatever. And I don't even say it. I don't even have to say anything. Like I've caused problems just sitting in the same room with some people, and it's just like they just get bothered. So I feel like that's a superpower to me because I've had, especially in dudes that I was talking to, especially once I got older, they would be like, man, I felt like I would be making them nervous. Like they would be like, man, I feel like I gotta come correct when I'm talking to you. And just like, see, I like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit in that because that feels like a superpower. I don't want you to feel like you can sit in my face and play. I don't want you to be comfortable doing that.
No.
You need to be a A1 top-notch swindler if you're going to do that. You need to be so confident in your game. Because what?
Why are you here?
Please get away from me.
You're exactly right.
You're playing.
You have to come correct when you sit.
You're playing. And then when you're playing, I'm going to tell you you're playing.
Literally.
So.
I'm going to tell like it is.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
Okay.
And it's very true. I agree.
And then the next one I think is kindness. And this is one that I feel has, and I think everybody has this one, and we all express our kindness in different ways. And for me, I feel like it starts with me, and probably for everybody, it starts with me and then it just kind of radiates out. So like the patience, the grace, the kind of like, I'm not going to be too hard on you kind of energy that I give to myself all the time, I can hella freely just give it to any and everybody. Like I don't get like angry on the road as much anymore. Like I'll get a little like frustrated or whatever. Like what the heck is this person doing? But it immediately fades because then it's just like, I don't know what they got going on. I don't even, you know what I mean? Yep. It's just like, And then I don't want to feel like that.
Yeah, I don't want to hold on to that either. I don't want to
hold on to that. So it really just comes from like, the kindness can really dissipate a lot of the like friction and unneeded stress in your life. If you could just be like, let me just first be kind to myself, and then that can kind of spill out. And that's the way that I approach it. And it's been really cool because then it just kind of like, it makes doing nice things feel like second nature. You know, just been doing a nice thing for someone, no matter what it is. Maybe it's a kind word, maybe it's a kind gesture. You know, maybe it's just being considerate or giving someone grace. It just feels like an extension of just what you're already doing all the time. So and it's made my life better. It's like increased the quality of my life. Like I feel so much better internally. Beautiful. Yeah, it feels like a superpower for sure. And I think like if everybody could do that, the world would be so much of a better place. Girl, it really, really would. So that's why I'm like, this is superpower. Everybody, let's tap in.
Let's tap in. We could all be heroes like this.
We really could. Just one kind gesture to whoever's around you. It don't even need to be that deep. It really could just be you held the door.
Right.
You told someone, that outfit is cute, girl. Right. And then kept going. Like, whatever. All those little things are just, that's why what you were saying earlier, like, that definitely is a superpower. You're super kind and you're just giving some love, giving some hope, giving some encouragement. Like, it's just, it's nice to just leave it. Like, I don't have any expectations for you. I don't even need to know your name.
Nope.
But you're great. Love.
Yeah, exactly. Love beam.
Love beam.
Like Care Bear, just
sunshine beams to you, babe. We love. Stay alive. We love you. And then I'm leaving. But that feeling,
I care about you.
Please keep that. Yeah, I mean it.
Yeah. Yes.
And then my last one is wisdom. I do feel similar to what you were saying, like a knowing. For me, it feels like a wisdom. I get what you were saying. It kind of feels like you have this knowing of like. It's almost like a spiritual knowing. Yeah. Mine feels like like root chakra wisdom. Like it really feels like it's coming from like here of like, no, girl, you know. Even when I don't know, I know.
Even when you don't know, you
I've
know.
always felt like that. Even as a little kid, like I knew nothing, but I knew.
Honestly,
like, I've been here before, bro. I'm older than you, and it's my mom. Like, girl, no, you're not. But why do I feel like this?
I'm closer to the source.
Okay, I'm ancient, girl. I'm made of rock from the earth's crust. Okay, I've been here.
I chose to come here.
I came back. This is literally my 10th time, honey.
Literally.
And I'm gonna keep coming back. No, I don't know. But that wisdom of just like I knew it. And you know, it's so funny because I feel like so much of my life and some of the mistakes that I've made or maybe roadblocks that I've hit have been so many times where on the other side of that situation, I'm like, wow, I knew it.
Yes.
Why did I ignore what I knew?
Yep.
I just, it's like,
because they really train that out of you.
They do, to question all of your thoughts, which is good because you shouldn't just go with everything. But then, you know, as adults, it's our job to balance that out and be like, all right, no, because some of this is right for me.
Yeah.
Maybe not for y'all. I don't know. But I need to be able to trust me.
At the very least, if I can't trust nobody else.
Like what? I should be able to trust some of my thoughts. Not all of them, but like, come on, there's some good shit in there. Come
Literally. Trust my gut. You know what I mean?
Trust my gut. So yeah, wisdom.
Oh, that's a good one, Tosh. That is a superpower of yours.
Yeah. I feel like it's helping me and definitely tapping more into it in my 30s. Like definitely.
Same.
Yes.
Oh, honey, same. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Because 20s was a long road of being like, let me not trust my gut.
Not even being able to like stand on your own foundation.
No.
You're like trying other people's foundations. Let me do it how they think. Let's do what worked for them. And it's just like, or you can try what works for you.
What do you think?
What do you want? Uh-oh. Have you asked yourself that? You should.
Right. You should.
If you have
message.
You should. Message. Speaking of message, our weekly reel. Oh my gosh, I was inspired to talk about this because my husband and I are watching Love Island, and we watch dating shows. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Big time. The Love Is Blind.
Love Is Blind and Perfect Match.
Oh yeah, Perfect Match.
Too Hot to Handle and all these things. They're perfect trash TV to watch.
So good.
But something that came up when I was watching Love Island, Love Island is the one that has all these games, and the games are like, they always end with these people just making out with everyone making out. The girls make out with all the guys.
I saw a video that was talking about that.
It's just a lot. The games be getting sick. Sometimes we fast forward because it's just like, this is a lot. And then not fast forward. They zoom in on their mouths while they're kissing, and it's just like, okay,
that's enough.
Y'all perverts.
Literally
filming this. In
the back, just like.
But yeah. But something that inspired this is our topic today, talking about intimacy and just how shows like this they absolutely kind of warp what is intimacy.
Yep.
And it's like the making out and the, good conversation, which is really just two people talking after they made out or before they make out.
Having the most basic combos too.
Yeah. About, I guess, just exchanging information about who they are. Siblings, where you're from, do you ever want kids? Like those type of conversations. And it's really just like, okay, so those conversations plus making out equals intimacy. And then these relationships get kind of rushed, and then people they get like really attached, but at the end of the day, there was no real intimacy there, or like maybe even sex. But I just think none of that is really giving intimacy, not real intimacy. I think there might be intimate moments, but that doesn't mean that there's intimacy in that relationship.
Right.
And I think that's what's those lines are getting blurred. And it's not just Love Island. Love Is Blind is one of the ones where it's like these genuine conversations that you're having with a wall between you. That's not, that might be an intimate conversation. Sure. Those might have been some intimate moments where you learned a lot about this person and maybe even, you know, had feelings about what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the times it doesn't translate when you guys finally meet in person. I feel like it's more often than not is it a whole different type of experience when these people are, you know,
Together.
in the same room. It's different.
Yeah, totally. It's like it's manufactured intimacy,
Yes.
without the substance.
Without
know?
the substance. And then kind of like
in a super short period of time, like, 7 days
with the camera on you.
With the
like
camera
how
on you,
intimate really
24/7.
is that?
Right. Come on now. You're pushing. You're pushing. That's what it is. You're pushing for content. Let's be real. You're pushing for content. Even in like the the balloons, like I don't know how intimate that would be, but like, or how intimate they're trying to make it. But they're asking like these questions and coming through, being like, okay, what's the connection there? Maybe you kind of find something afterwards. But even then, like it's more so the rejection as entertainment, more so than like intimacy being at the forefront.
Yeah, absolutely not. Definitely not that show.
Yeah.
But I know that, Love is Blind is one of those ones where they want you to end in getting married, not just you being together. And I think that to me is like the epitome of forced intimacy.
Oh, yeah.
Because taking a life partner in whatever ceremony you believe in, and like, because I feel like that's at the heart of any marriage, is two people who are agreeing first with themselves, and then whatever higher power they believe in, and then in front of all their friends and family. Like, that's a big commitment to make.
Yeah.
With somebody that you've known,
for a month
or
maybe?
two, and then for the first like week or two, it was y'all talking with a wall between you.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a big
huge
step to
commitment.
take. Yeah, that's a huge step to take. So I definitely agree with you with the like, this is a manufactured feeling of intimacy with somebody that you actually don't really even know.
Literally. And these shows are huge. These shows are like giant movements, and it's very interesting to watch how like there's people, when you go on social media and stuff and you see these people from these shows having their own kind of like spin-offs online or whatever, and people are actually like in the comments trying to like model their own intimate lives after what they've seen these people do in over a course of 8 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, I feel like on one hand it's like, oh, okay, how the shows are harmless and woo woo. But on another hand, it's like, well, people are really, especially like younger people or people who just haven't been in serious relationships, are really looking at these like the maybe not gold standard, but some form of a standard. This is how things could happen.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, your viewpoint of, or your framing of intimacy is super warped.
It's what, and it's very like, I don't want to say unhuman or inhuman, but it's almost like it takes with like relational things between humans, any human, it doesn't matter if it's romantic or platonic,
right,
or familial. It's like any of these relationships are going to have an air of, well, we kind of have to feel it. You know what I mean? You won't know. You don't know how a conversation is going to go with somebody, even if it's like a loved one, someone you've known for years. You don't know exactly how that's going to go until you're in the room with that person. And then it could vary. People be hungry. People be going through stuff. People be tired. Whatever it is, So things are going to be how they are. You just don't know. And I think that's the thing when it comes to intimacy and relationships and getting to that point, a point of having an intimate relationship, not just someone that you've had intimate moments with, is it takes time, it takes trust, and it takes whatever that thing is between two people that creates that desire to go there, because you don't always want to go there with people. You and I, we've had family members, friends, even people we've dated where it's like, we didn't have that type of relationship where I wanted to like go there with you. Like we were over here and it was great and we had fun and we did what we did, but like we weren't here, and, I think these shows, especially Love is Blind, but even Love Island, I mean, these people are young, and I do think they do get a crash course in dating a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps them in that regard. But at the same time, it's like, this isn't how it normally works. You're not, they get into a couple, and then immediately they have to sleep in the same bed.
Oh.
Yeah. The beds are by couple. So each person, if you're in a couple with somebody, like if you and I were in a couple, we would have to sleep in the same bed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Okay.
That's a lot.
We're coupled up, we're in the same bed. You're only in your own bed if you're single and you're not coupled up with anybody, but then you're vulnerable and you can leave the house. So the whole point is for you to be coupled up in your bed with somebody.
Okay.
And so again, it's that forced intimacy to where like normally you're not sleeping in the bed, and I think a lot of people can agree sleeping in the bed is almost more intimate than just like having sex with somebody.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's different. Like we going to bed, we're going to sleep, and then we're gonna wake up and we're gonna be in the same bed. That's like you spent the night, I spent the night.
Yo, we're
together.
I can easily say the first time I sleep with someone in the same bed, like romantic partnership, I have always had trash ass sleep.
Yeah.
Always. I have never.
You're like one eye open, you
literally
fart in your sleep. You know?
And I'm just not comfortable. I'm not comfortable enough to actually my body takes as much sleep as it humanly needs, like physically needs.
But the rest I'm just kinda like here.
Yep. It's like, okay, we got about 4 hours. We're good.
Let's get up and let's go home.
Yep. Get home and really knock the fuck out. Like.
And then the real intimacy is knocking the hell out next to somebody.
Yep.
I know me
mouth open, just
me and Dale have both been
bonnet on.
Or like have you ever like heard yourself make like a noise and you wake up and you be like, oh shit. I was knocked out. What the hell was that?
Girl, yes, or like drool, like
wake up and you're like
damn.
Especially after someone's like, hey, come on, let's go to bed, and you're like, oh. I remember the first time I fell asleep on Dale's leg. I was like, he was sitting down, I was laying down, and I slobbered on his leg. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like, it's all right. You were knocked out.
Yo, I remember the first time Rod told me I snore. He was like, yeah, you was
knocked.
He was snoring. And I was devastated. I was like, bro, I snore for real? And he was like, it's okay, it was cute. I was like, see, you really like me. Because you said my snoring.
And you must really like him because you was knocked out.
Exactly.
Mouth open.
Mouth open.
Your body said, yep, REM. We can REM around here. It's safe. Let's go.
That's intimacy, people.
That's intimacy. I'm saying. Can your body go completely unconscious around them?
Right.
Or are you still a little bit alert?
That's pure unmanufactured intimacy, bro.
So, I love bringing a little definition. So I looked in and kind of read some and kind of compiled. So basically, being intimate means experiencing a deep sense of closeness, vulnerability, and emotional or physical connection with someone. Very private and closely personal. So I took that to mean like, okay, very private if you're sharing intimate details with someone.
Yes.
Like, there's details that you'd give someone over here, and then there's details you'd give someone in the inner circle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Absolutely.
You'll get the broad strokes. You'll get the tea.
You'll get the real. You'll get
the personal, the very, very close, very private, very personal information.
Yeah.
You don't share that with everybody. So again, though that intimacy, it is. I feel like there's so many ways to use the word.
Yeah.
You know, but what we're talking about for these purposes here is the relational part of it, right? Like who is getting access to that very private, very personal information? Who do you feel comfortable, enough with that you feel like you have, maybe it is a physical connection, or maybe it's just emotional, maybe it's your mom. That's an intimate relationship that you have with somebody that knows everything about you, someone you can call or want to call whenever you are in whatever mood. Maybe you're like really, really happy, really, really proud of yourself, or maybe you're like really, really down and really struggling. Who is that person that you feel you can lean on? That is intimacy. And, being married for 5 years and being in a relationship with the same person for 10 years, you really learn, like, what means, I feel like the stuff that hits me in the spot of, like, wow, this is, like, really my person. We be knowing each other. Is, like, in, like, shit like gift giving. Like, I remember for this past Christmas, I You know, I've been Substack, I've been writing,
Right.
I've been writing screenplays and just writing for fun, writing for me, right? And like, I'm really proud of the work that I'm doing. And I remember when I I started last August, and then I was reading a book. I think it was a book you gave me? Oh, no, or maybe it was a book that I gave you. What book was I reading?
It wasn't Yamas Niyamas?
No, it was a like a narrative book.
Oh.
Oh my God, I don't remember
Was
what
it the
book
Greek
it
one?
was. No, I think it was the Colleen Hoover one.
Oh.
And the girl, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Verity?
Verity, yes.
Verity.
We were reading Verity, and in the thing, the character is like a struggling writer in the beginning, and I was like, girl, okay. Algorithm, listening. No. And she was talking about how she had a cheap little plastic TV dinner tray table that she sat at to write. And that's what I was using. Like this black foldable TV tray table as my desk to write on. And so like,
we're gonna make it work.
And she was, in the book, she was talking about like, I'm not a real writer, this is my desk, and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, damn. And I remember I was laying on my bed, and my little table desk was set up in my room that got this chair. And so I could see, like, literally look up from the book, and it was right there. I read that, looked up at my thing, and was like, damn, am I not a real writer?
No, like, geez.
And I kind of like, you know, that moment, I read that, whatever, and then my husband came home, and I was telling him about that. I was like, man, am I not a real writer? And he was like, you are a real writer. Like, what? You write really well, you know, uplifted me. And then for Christmas came, and he bought me this foldable desk. And it's like an actual desk, but I can actually fold it and put it away when I'm done with it. And girl, I teared up. I was like, you listen to that like moment that I had, and then, you know, because I was just making it work with the table. I was like, damn. But then he was like, yeah, you're right. That doesn't make me a desk can't make me no writer. I'm a writer. You know what I mean? But then when I got that desk, I was like, oh my God, thank you. That was like, you know, and that was just like an intimate moment. I felt that felt intimate opening that desk.
Absolutely.
And so I say that to say, like, being married, I realize, and it runs the gamut, obviously, but some of the most intimate things that are going to touch you in the space of feeling like the most intimate connection with someone, oftentimes it is stuff like that, where it's like this person knows me on so many other levels. Like, there's so many colors of intimacy to experience, and it's not just sexual. And honestly, if that's the only form of intimacy that you have, then you're gonna run into trouble in your relationship. Like you're gonna need to what do you call that? Expand that.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to. And hopefully it naturally does, but yeah.
Literally. No, I can absolutely agree with that. Like, I feel like, although, you know how right now they say like this generation is like Generation Z? Yeah, Gen Z is like one of the, I guess, like loneliest, like reporting as themselves as like the loneliest, you know, generation that has reported that in many, many years.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are like not getting into serious relationships, or, you know, like kind of waiting to have sex and, you know, things like that. And I feel like that is interesting, because I think, like, you know, for example, I was talking to my little brother who is Gen Z, and I was asking him about how he felt about that whole thing. And he was like, you know, I just feel like I don't need a romantic relationship to feel like fulfilled. And I was like, I totally feel that. Like, I don't relate, but I like do feel it. Like, you don't need anybody to make you feel like my life is set, you know what I mean? And I was just kind of asking him about like his own personal relationships with his friends and things like that. And he was giving me like some really beautiful answers about how they show up for him and things. And it made me start thinking about, like, you know, my own relationship. And I'm like, man, I know I'm not feeling like I need this to fulfill my life, but like when I think about my relationship with my man, I'm like, he definitely is. He also very much checks my best friend marks too. You know what I mean? Like, one of the things that when I really was like, wow, we are intimate, was when I boohoo cried in front of him. Like, I've always, whether it be in front of like my own mom, okay, crying in front of people, that is my villain origin story. Like, it is not my favorite thing to do by a long run. Like, happy tears, sad tears, movie watching tears, commercial hit too hard tears, any of those. It's just like very, very, very has always been so uncomfortable to me.
Yeah.
And so when I remember crying, like I started crying, I couldn't help it. And I was really sad. I was thinking about like my grandma and stuff. And I just had a moment, and my friend, and I just had a moment. And I remember I like was hiding my face, like putting my head in my shirt, like,
Aww.
you know, don't look at me. And I was about to get up to go to the bathroom so I could really cry for real.
Yeah.
Because I was like, excuse me.
I just need to like let it out.
Because if I say one more word, it's going to be really bad, you know? Throat on fire.
Right.
Like, and I remember Rod just like had me like lift my head up out my shirt, and he held my hands. Aww. And he was just like, I can handle this. I can be here for you. Like, it's okay. You can cry. You can let it out. And him just saying that, I just, like, let it go.
You have to, dude. You have to.
And he just hugged me and let me just mess up his shirt with all my tears and, like, everything, all the other stuff that comes out when you cry hard. And I was like, after that's over, you ever, like, cry hella hard and then it gets quiet? And you're like, damn, I was just doing the most. And then you slowly like back up from the hug, like, okay, right? That was crazy.
Sorry about that.
Sorry,
okay, I never do this.
Right,
this never happens to me.
This never happens. And just like you said earlier, that felt way more intimate than like busting it wide open. You know what I mean? Like that's intimate too, but just it just was a whole different level of like I trust you.
Yeah.
I think that's true. Like a certain level of trust that you are almost like, I'm still working on this kind of trust and relationship with myself, and me being able to open up in that way with you, it is a whole different level of intimacy that you can't really showcase that easily on TV.
No.
On these shows, especially when they're set up like how Love is Blind and like Love Island are, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think a lot of these moments, you know, when there's a camera involved, people want to look, and you know that someone's going to see this. This is going to go on TV. It's going to stream. It's going to go on social media. It's going to go everywhere. People are going to see this. It kind of makes, it does dictate how people would react, where you might be kind and, you know, be that sounding board, be that, you know, safe space for that person at that moment. But does that mean that you really have this intimate feeling for this person? Does it mean that? You know what I mean? And it's how we act when there's no cameras around, when there's nobody watching us, that really dictates what is in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like both of these moments that you described, me with, you know, the gift from Dell, and then, you know, Rod having you cry like that and being there for you, not having you cry, but like being there for you when you're in that moment. That's stuff that happens when no one's watching. And like for that reason, it is hard to kind of quantify that. Like even with us talking about these things right now, it's not like, it's not all that makes this intimate. And I'm sure there's many moments, because I feel the same way crying, or I used to feel the same way crying in front of people. Like I could be yelling and mad, but crying is just like, ooh. But yeah, it is one of the more intimate things that you can do. For sure. To cry and like show that version of yourself to people. Like, and it takes that time. It takes that intimacy, and it takes that like safety, I think is the word that I'm looking for. Like you have to feel safe with that person. Safe, yes, within yourself, but I feel like there are times where, like you were just explaining, it doesn't feel safe really to do it, but that person kind of grounds you in that moment and lets you know, hey, it's safe, it's okay. I got you. You know, and that's all you need. Right. That's all you need. That space and that mutual thing. And I feel like that's another thing I wanted to touch on is it being mutual. Yeah. Like you cannot have an intimate connection, genuine connection with somebody if you're the only one that's feeling it. And you don't really know. and you're getting mixed signals, or you're not even touching base with that person to, you know, see where they're at, you know, are you feeling that deep? And I feel like that's maybe a contributing factor to like the Gen Z kind of, we thought we didn't trust nobody. I don't think they'd be trusting anybody.
No.
Like, they're very...
Which is weird, because it's like, well, yeah, no, I guess it's not that weird, because it's like, I think this generation shares more with strangers than any other generation, but the trust factor is skewed, for sure.
It's very
so
much
that's
like,
interesting.
You know,
Dichotomy.
maybe, yeah, it's like, it's a weird thing. And for that I can see, because I'm like, when I was in my 20s, I didn't trust nobody.
No.
I didn't trust nobody. And like, even now, you know, we're in our 30s, been with the same people for a long time, and still there are some things that are like, okay, I guess now I trust you enough to do this and say this and show this side of myself. So not too much on, you know, not trusting anybody. And then their social lives have been decimated by COVID and shutdowns and craziness. So I can understand a lot of these developmental years when you were supposed to be, you know, gaining certain social skills and building certain relationships, it kind of was interrupted.
Yeah.
And things are not, I don't know, I feel for them, because...
I mean, you know, taking that into consideration, what do you think about these types of shows? I mean, you know, these two we're using as examples, but there's plenty others.
So many, too many to name.
What do you think about how these types of shows impact like the current generation and upcoming generations' relationship with intimacy? Like, do you think that, like, are they beneficial? Do you think that they should still be around? Like, what do you think?
I think some of it is beneficial, because there's a lot that gets aired out in these times, you know, with the human conflicts. And I think it's like, I think they're not even just Gen Z, also millennials, just like people, single people between the ages, you know, 40 and from 18 to 40, really. Yeah. It's like this, people that are single, that are chronically online, watching these dating shows. There's the whole, like, I don't know, it almost feels just like a war between, and I don't even think it's a gender war. I think it's just like a people war, because it's not, you know, it's women that date women experience the same thing. Men who date men experience the same thing. People who are non-binary dating each other are experiencing the same thing. It really is just like a human thing where you feel like it's almost like love is battlefield type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not humans looking to love each other. We're trying to find the right person. You bet not have me messed up, and I don't play no game. I run a strict program, and it's like a lot of all this stuff, and you're just like, dang. Like, it's so like, and you know, it's fear, it's I don't trust anybody, and it's all absolutely understandable, but it is just kind of like you're approaching it like that, and that's why it feels so hard.
Yeah.
Because instead of just being like, you know what, let's just put ourselves out there and meet people and see what happens, you know? And I feel like, as a millennial myself, I feel like I had, in my 20s, that was more so the energy around people dating. We was talking. We had to talking. Everybody was talking.
Everybody talking.
We just be talking. We just be talking until somebody was like, "Will you be my girlfriend?"
Yeah, exactly.
Then it's like, okay, now we together. And I feel like maybe that's still a thing, but I feel like it's so like situationship and sneaky link, and there's just all this complexity around. Yeah, cringe. You're too bit of it. And it's just like, man, whatever happened is just like, let's just see where it goes, and then let's make it official.
Did that ruin intimacy?
I don't know. I think it just changed it, right? Where like, I think what ruins the intimacy is the people can't trust each other. People don't feel safe anymore dating other people. You don't feel safe with people.
Yeah.
And this person don't feel safe with people either. So we're both on guard. You can't be intimate if you're both on guard.
No, you can't get... And that's true for friendships.
Yeah.
That's true for romantic relationships and family relationships. If everybody who's supposed to be in this relationship is guarded and does not feel safe with each other, there's no way.
It feels like you're gonna use it against them.
Yeah.
If you're vulnerable, they're gonna use it against you. Like, if you feel like that, then honey, you're not being vulnerable. That's setting the tone. I'm not going to really be vulnerable, and we're not really going to connect for real. Like, we can talk as much as we want. We can have sex as much as we want. We can kiss and touch and, you know, text as much as we want and post about each other as much as we want. But, like, are we really going to feel this for real? Are we really going to be there? Are Are we really going to feel safe with each other?
That's true. And in these shows that are only showing us just a little glimpse of stuff, it definitely does see, well, maybe not Love is Blind so much. I don't know. It always seems like there's a little bit element of like strategy.
Yeah.
You know, like you got to use strategy
an image.
Yes.
You know, it's like it's very much a strategy because Love Island, there's like a cash prize for the most popular couple at the end. And then Love is Blind, you want to get on the show and you want to have episodes and you want to get a blue check on social media and
brand
you want to look good as well. You don't want to get as they say, a bad edit.
Right.
Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to be the villain and people hate you and they all looking at you. So either way, you're right. I think there's like an agenda there. But I have a question for you. What is like a intimate thing that you've experienced with a friend? Like an intimate moment or conversation?
Honestly, oh my gosh. I'm gonna say, for me personally, it's always very intimate when I have to have like, or we, you know, friends have hard conversations, you know, conversations that aren't rooted in yeah, great, da da da. You know, when it's like, oh my gosh, you know, this hurt my feelings, or oh my gosh, like, why'd you say that, or you know, something like that. Because I think that for me personally, it feels super intimate. Because for me personally, like, I'm still trying to figure out my like balance of how to like say what I mean. No, not say what I mean. Figure out my balance with like not going hard and not being too soft. You know what I mean? I'm definitely a lot better at it now. But I think before it was like, I need to stay soft because I don't know what's going to happen if I let myself not be soft.
If I let myself really say this, what am I going to say?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, and I like my friend. Like, I love my friend. I don't want it to be on no weird shit. You know what I mean? Or have to walk it back like, oh my God, I did not mean to say that to you. You know what I mean? So I feel like, honestly, like, maybe like as to say a specific time, I think maybe like one time that comes to mind is like, maybe was it last year, like where you and I had a conversation, like and it was like, I think we both had gotten wires crossed and it just felt like, what's going on, you know what I mean? And I felt like that was very, to me, just felt very intimate, because it's like, you know, you want to be gentle with your feelings between you and a friend, because you're like, you know, you're not married to your friend, and so you're not like, all right, we're attached, you can't leave me,
like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? But also, I get what you're saying, to where it's like, no, but you do value your friendship.
You
so
value
like, I don't want to come at this the wrong way and it come out a weird way and it get blown up bigger than it needs to be.
Exactly. Versus like, and not that you are like, doing that in your romantic relationship, you feel like fuck their feelings because they can't leave or anything like that.
No, but it is just like you're a little more locked in.
Yeah, and then it's like day in and day out.
And then you've had these conversations before.
Many.
Like, you know, like it comes up way before a friendship would.
Exactly. And so at least with the friendships that I've had, like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of the times, like, the friends that I have are just, especially between you and I feel like it doesn't get to that point often. You know what I mean? Like, very far and few between does it feel like,
okay, girl, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Let's have a combo.
I want to talk to you about this.
Yeah. And so I feel like it feels very intimate, because it's like, again, the feeling of feeling safe with someone. You're like, okay, I need to also show like, hey, my guard is down too. Like, how do we enter this conversation in a way that feels like we're both being heard, both being seen, but also being able to be true to ourselves too. So yeah, I would say that that's like a more recent example, but I think that also, even if I was to pull out a super throwback example, it would also probably still be rooted in like just harder combos with friends, you know, ones that just are a little like, okay, I have to be real, you know? I'm always real, but I have to be like really
I gotta like
real.
take the filters off.
Yes.
And kind of get real, get raw.
Yes, get real, get raw, because it's like, I want this to be a healthy relationship too. Like, I don't want to feel I don't think either of us want it to feel fake or manufactured. You know, we want it to feel like, no, I can be my realest self with this person, not just a version of myself with this person. You know?
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. Be my real self with this person, not a fake version.
Yeah.
Because that is absolutely
my whole version, not just a portion.
That's something that I was going to say. Like, with friends, I feel like I haven't cried in front of a lot of friends.
Oh my God, yes.
And so, like, I was going to say that, like, having those moments of just, like, talking about something and then just, like, tears falling and not being like, oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry. Yeah. But just letting them. And then the opposite, where I'm talking to someone and you're just like, oh,
I feel safe with good girl. Yeah.
I'm glad you feel safe. And it's just, you feel like, oh, this person. Yeah. I'm safe for you. I'm glad. So, yeah, that's definitely one of those things. Those where those feelings can be, you know, not so polished, not so, I don't know, acceptable or boxed up. They can really actually just be kind of like, girl, I just don't know. Yes. You know?
Acceptable is a great word for that. Like, you know? I don't have to act, I don't have to be all stuffy and in this presented kind of way. Like,
it's not about the optics of how this is. It really is about, like, you're my friend, you want to be there for me. And I'm your friend and I want to be there for you. Yep. And we can have those like, oh, I don't know what's going on. You know, those moments always feel very intimate to me, whether it's like you that's in it or me. It really feels like, and it's nice to have another place to go that's not like family or your partner. It's just like nice to have somebody that's there, you know, that's right there with you and can sit with you in that. So.
And I think also too, that person, like your close friends, can also, they see you differently too. Like they see you in the world differently than your partner, than your family. Like they see, like, I don't know, like a version of you that maybe your partner didn't know before, or like, you know what I mean? Like they see like this holistic version and a version that your family maybe never gets to see. You know what I mean? Like, so true. They kind of see you a lot more like, I don't know, like as a full being, full picture, you know, like, and it's weird. I keep trying to have these like, caveats for like your partner. Cause I'm like, I'm not trying to say that your partner also doesn't see you fully, but it's just your friend, your bestie sees you just more as like a woman in the world.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. That's so true.
They don't necessarily see you with the title.
They're a woman in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or their daughter in the world, or their cousin in the world. It's like they see you just as a woman who you guys just happen to have a natural connection, human to human connection, just because y'all clicked. Yeah. You know, like
chosen family.
Chosen, exactly. So sometimes they can see things like that you can't see, or that other people have never been able to pick up about you. Yeah. Like they can pick you up in different ways.
And be like, girl, you're really doing this.
Yes. They know what you need to say in different times. And you're like, oh, wow. So it's just, sometimes it just makes sense that it's like, why can't I, like, let this go. Like, being able to make a safe space with another human in the world who did not have to be in your life if they didn't want to.
Choosing to be in your life. And that, I think that does make those moments more intimate, where it's like, you know, you're not here with me crying because you're my mom, you're my sister, you're my auntie. Like, you're here because you're my friend. You could be like, all right, girl, I gotta go. You could do that.
Too much.
You're not my man, you're not my woman. Like, we are not in a relationship. It doesn't need to be like that. But you're my friend and you're choosing to lean in. And you're choosing this. It makes it a lot more like, oh, it does. Friendship. It does. You're a good friend. You're so nice. Shout out to friends, y'all.
I know. Friend intimacy, bro.
Friend intimacy. And I feel like for me, that's the frequency that I love, that what you said earlier about how, like, yeah, you said like where I checks your best friend boxes. And I feel like that with Dell, and I feel like that's like the basis of a good relationship. Like, not to say that that's the only important thing, but like that is a really important part of it, where you feel like, you know, y'all could sit in the car and be quiet together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes that's an intimate thing. Of just like we both are just vibing on the car ride. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't said nothing. We just vibing.
Just vibing.
Until someone's like,
together.
wow, that's a pretty tree. Oh, it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to talk. We can just sit here. I could read a book. You could play a video game. We could just be quiet.
Yeah.
And we're having a great time with each other. I'm glad you're here.
Yes. I love your presence.
I love your presence. I love your energy.
Yeah.
Being here. So yeah, I like that. I feel like the last thing that I want to say with this to summarize is just like we cannot rush or fake intimacy. These real, genuine connections, like you cannot fake that. You can't rush that. You don't go from 0 to, oh my God, we're best friends. Like it doesn't happen like that. Even with friends, like even you and I.
Oh, yeah.
Like we didn't go from 0 to best friends. We were coworkers, and then this is my homegirl that I used to work with. And then it's like, we be going to the club. Just hit me wherever you're going.
Yeah.
And then it was like, dang girl, you're like my best friend. Yeah. Remember that conversation? Like you're like my best friend. And it's like, girl,
we kind of do everything together. I feel like I've been here for 3 days.
Right. I feel like when you asked to stay the night, I was like, why are you asking? I thought that was a thing.
What's happening?
I brought these sweats out.
Right.
You want to wear these?
Is my shit not good for you right now?
I have a towel. You can take a shower.
Literally.
Like, what are you talking about?
It's so true. It just is
happens.
Like a natural. Yeah, exactly. A mutual agreement there. You're like,
So yeah, that, and then it looks different for everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. Some people don't, get to an intimate level through physical intimacy.
Facts.
For some people, that's not a good way to do it. For some people, that's the only way they can do it.
Yep.
So, however it looks for you or anyone else is none of our business. We just got to worry about what feels intimate to us. And, when are we comfortable going there? Or, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like putting ourselves out there and opening ourselves up to that. Because that's really what it's about, is just being brave enough to be seen.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And you can't be intimate without that. They got to see you, girl.
They got to see you. They got to see you. And it doesn't have to be a whole bunch of people either. You could be, if you can open yourself and be intimate with one person in whatever capacity, that's a win.
That is a win. Having one person, one good one in your corner is amazing. But that is a great place to learn as well.
Yes.
Like having a good friendship and being a good friend. And knowing what a good friend is, I feel like that's such an underrated life skill.
Yeah.
Because then you know how to form any relationship. You know how to be a good niece, auntie, sister, mom, dad, whatever. Yeah. You know how to kind of be a good person to another person.
Facts. That a good human.
It really is. You know how to just be good to people. And I think there's a lot of the people wanting a good person, but then being afraid to put themselves in the position to be the good person because it's scary.
Yeah, that's true.
You can get your heart broke and you're opening up. Yeah. So I get it, but it's also unfortunately, babe, to catch the good folk, you gotta be good. You gotta open up, baby.
Ooh, talk about it.
Gotta show that belly. You gotta do it.
You need that on a shirt.
Show them the squishies.
Let's show them the squishy wishies. Oh,
but yeah. So try some intimacy, guys. Yeah. Just give it a try. Dip your toe. Well, be brave. You got it. You'll be okay because you got you too.
You're strong.
Our last segment is I don't like that at all.
Not at all.
And Tay, I want to hear what you have. What's your first one?
The first thing I don't like is when people say that there's something on their mind, and you're like, "Oh, what?" And they're like, "I don't want to talk about it." Keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't even say that.
Why involve me at all then?
Why involve me at all? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. It's just so much going on. Oh, what's wrong? I don't really want to talk about it. Then shut the fuck up.
You just wanted my attention for that long.
Shut the fuck up. I am sorry. And maybe it's just because I do enjoy, I will be there for somebody, but I also do enjoy the tea. So it's like,
nosy.
I'm nosy. And so it's just like, how you gonna tease me like that? How you gonna just tease me?
They edged you.
You edged me, bro. Like, and that goes for anybody. Like anybody. Rod did that to me not too long ago. He gets a pass because he will give it up. But it's just, it takes too long. You edging me for a long time. And now it's like, all right, now
tell me when you're ready.
Right. It's been 24 hours. You need to give up the juice, bro.
Are you okay?
What's up? Or like, but honestly, anybody though. Like if you're just, oh gosh, oh no, don't really want to talk about it. When are you gonna want to talk about it? Why did you say that?
I'll be calling tomorrow.
Literally.
At exactly this time.
Like if you're like
24 hours.
Hey, I'm around somebody. I can't talk about it. Okay, I get it. I understand that. We'll circle back. But if it's like it's just us, and you want me to ask you because you are over here just doing the most. You huffing and puffing, and then nothing. I don't like that.
I heard that.
I don't like it.
Okay.
What you got?
So mine is, oh my gosh, people who like achieve success in creative films or fields like writing, acting, directing, filmmaking, and then become the gatekeepers in the industry instead of trying to use their platform to start something new and kind of change it. And then they get to these places and absolutely complain. Like, there's been so much talk between like Sinners, I Love Boosters, You, Me and Tuscany, these black films specifically, that it's like there's all this talk about like, oh my God, you guys have to go see these movies or the studios won't make them because they say black film can't be da-da-da. And it's like, okay, between all these amazing, talented, highly successful people, you've made enough money and have enough notoriety that if some of y'all, not even all y'all, if some of y'all work together, you could create a system that we do not need, these corporate Hollywood producers' approval to make. We wouldn't need their approval if we use the capital that y'all have gained and the notoriety y'all have gained for that and create a system that works for these people. Instead of come to us with your bowl out. They're not giving you have to, please, go. And it's like, that's not to say I'm always going to go and support any film that I like, period. Like if I want to see the movie, I'm going to go and see I really believe in going to the movie theaters. But like, definitely for the black films of just like, because that, it is true, that's not a lie. But it's also like, why do you want to stay in this system when you really don't have to?
There's options, bro.
At least from where I sit, it's just like, bro, if I had the money or not even the money, but just like the name recognition,
literally,
to then, raise money to make a film and have it distributed, like, baby,
I would
start a streaming platform and just go, or use YouTube, whatever it is. Like, baby, if we could do it without this, we would, and y'all could. So why ain't you? I don't understand it.
I don't get that.
I don't get it. So many people become like you win in the system and then just want to become the system instead of wanting to like change it. And it really irritates me. It's like there's enough capital in these networks of people,
big time,
that you could drastically change this for the better, for everybody, for art.
Literally. And
you're choosing not to. It really grinds my gears. I don't understand it. It's like you'd rather capitulate to the AI companies and big, Zionist corporations that are pushing an agenda and are being weird. It's like, trying to crush artists and kneecap artists that look a certain way or are a certain way. It's just like, no, man, we don't. Come on.
Why do you want to be Tom energy?
Yeah, it's like, why do you want to be a part of that? You don't have to anymore.
You don't.
We know you. We like you.
You's free, right?
You's free, right, baby? We could do something. We could really do something. Why?
How are you doing this?
Oh my God. So that really irritates me. I really don't like that. I really don't.
Wow.
I don't like seeing it. Y'all are better than that.
Facts.
We gotta stop begging.
Please.
Gotta stop begging. Stop begging these people.
That's a bonus. I don't
flip
like
them
that.
the bird.
Cannot stand begging ass birds.
I can't.
Bro.
I cannot.
In any industry.
I don't want to beg. That begging energy is so unattractive.
Woo.
It's so unattractive. Just the I'm done with it. And it's weird because like now I'm at the point in my life where when I feel myself slipping into that in any capacity, even with my dog, come on, no, come on. Like I'm snapping out. I'm getting out of it. That is not where I want to be. I don't want to be beg, Peggy. Fuck that. I'm trying to, I can do something else. Yeah. I don't need this. Unless I need it, then I need it. But like... But I'm saying I'll beg
tapping into my superpower, my fucking manifestation, visualization. Like,
yeah, we don't
superpower.
We're not begging here, baby.
Okay, thank you.
Not no more. Fuck that.
Okay, so something else I don't like. So there's a trend that's been going around where you like dap up tens, like you go to an event and like you like dap up tens, like
what's tens?
Like somebody you would deem as like a 10,
okay.
You know, and like you know you're at I see it a lot like in Texas or like in Atlanta or whatever, you know, where like they'll be at a concert and see fine people and then go and like just give them a little dap, you know.
Okay.
And they usually do it with like men, video based, and then women, you know. I don't like that so many people are dapping up fives. Like, sorry. I know
you're hella funny.
I am the beholder.
You're hella
but
funny.
I am the beholder today. So I'm just like, damn, change the title. You are not participating in the right trend, bro. It's dapping up tens. 8 to 10 is solid. Y'all motherfuckers out here dapping, and this goes for the men and the women, all right? Dapping up fives, fours. I saw one recently, and I was like, woof. Like, damn. Y'all need to go to a different event. Or maybe we just have the wrong person's POV. Like,
right, what do you look like?
Turn the
camera on you. Yeah. Because now we got to see what's going on. Who's beholding these tens?
Literally, pass the phone, because I enjoy those videos. I'm like, hey, okay, get it, woo, woo. And
I bet you do.
Like, yeah, 10 for sure. But, yeah, you know, I just say participate in the trend, you know, or make your own trend. But just say, hey, I'm dapping up.
This person's cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Dapping up cuties.
Dapping up my type. That's what you should say.
Oh, that's a better one.
I'm dapping up my type. That would be better. Then I have no judgment. I would just be like, interesting type. But
you definitely got a type.
You got a type. But I'm not about, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I personally don't like that. Stay on trend, bitch.
See, and I'm going to stay on trend, bitch. I'm going to piggyback off that and say, I don't like when I see videos of somebody who is at an event and they're recording and they see somebody that they're attracted to. They're like, oh, internet, do your thing. Baby, you know what you were supposed to do? Your thing.
Fuck up.
You were supposed to do your thing. You were supposed to walk up to that person and say, hi.
My name is...
Come here often?
Yeah, literally.
You like Outkast? Yeah, me too. I like your shirt. Oh, them shoes. Anyway, my name is so-and-so. That's what you were supposed to do. Your thing. What is your thing? You were supposed to do it. You were supposed to try.
Right.
Try. Say something. Say hello.
You know.
Say good evening.
That wasn't your first time seeing them in that pass in the video. Oh my God, I missed that person. Internet, do your thing.
So you took the video and then said nothing to this person and then went home and posted this video. First of all, that's creepy as hell. If I'm the person in the video, no thanks. Because that's weird.
And if the
internet just use me for content, I don't know. I don't like that. That feels hella weird. Like, it just feels like if you hella saw me and didn't say nothing, that's weird.
I feel like I'm being surveillanced.
Yeah, like it just feels super weird. Like you just went through hella channels just when you were right there. You were right there.
And you know my first question is going to be, why didn't you walk up to me?
Why you didn't say nothing?
You were 6.
You made this whole video with weird commentary. Yeah, she bad. Why didn't you come over here and say, hey, how you doing?
What's up?
I love your hair. I don't know. There's thousands of things you can say. Come say something normal.
Literally. Sometimes it take a look. It just takes a little look. You walk up,
wave.
Hey, how you doing? And then your little up and down look. You look really nice.
Yes.
That fold.
You're beautiful. You look like sunshine. Say something.
You look like
something.
sunshine.
Say something.
Sunshine. That's 4 words right there.
Say something. Say a sentence. Come up with a genuine thing you think about this person that's respectful. And then say the thing. I hate that internet do your... Yeah, no, I don't like that. Internet do your thing. No, I'm doing shit. Leave that person alone. Just like you did that night.
Right.
Let him be. It wasn't meant to be, baby. Next time, maybe you'll speak up. You need to learn.
You need to learn. This is how you learn.
You need to learn. This is how children learn.
Well, okay, so Daphne Joy. You know Daphne Joy?
I don't.
So she's the woman who was featured in that sex tape video with Diddy and the big dick guy.
Oh.
Yeah, so it just got leaked, and everybody was talking about how Diddy has a super small pee-pee.
They were saying that in the court docs, wasn't they?
Yeah. So that video went out, and the woman in the video, her name's Daphne Joy, and I guess she's also 50 Cent's baby mom.
Oh.
And she's like an OnlyFans girl, you know, kind of vibe. Anyways, she made a statement after the video went out, basically saying like, oh man, like this is like revenge porn. Basically, like it was like somebody threatened her with the video, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it truly was revenge porn, okay? That ended up just getting leaked. And that's very much not cool, not okay. She made a statement being like, this is terrible, whoop, whoop. And then she said a few things about Diddy and how he's just like, you know, not cool. And just she felt abused, you know, like all these things, right? Couple days passed, or maybe it was even a week. Couple days, let's just say, passed. And she is posting like all her shit on OnlyFans, you know what I mean? And it has like Diddy's music in the background. So she's, you know, doing her OnlyFans thing, like, you know, little teasers and stuff with Diddy's music. And like, you know, she deleted all of her comments about the abuse and, you know, or her feeling uncomfortable or whatever. And it was just like, and now, you know, her OnlyFans is popping. She's doing a lot of like promo for it, like, you know, little discounts and things like that. Like, come to my OnlyFans. And I just don't like when people because it feels like you were already, you know, in the sex work world, which is totally fine. But it's just like, girl, just do your thing. Why are you even making statements and doing it up when you know you're probably just going to use this moment like you're doing right now to get your subs up, to get that check? You know, everybody's talking about you right now and seeing your video, which everybody's like is fire as fuck. I haven't seen it, but everybody's saying that she was really like doing her thing. And so it's like now she's doing interviews and shit like that, doing the circuits. So it's like her OnlyFans is popping off. And I guess 50 Cent's only giving her like $6,000 a month or something like that for their kid. And so it's like, girl, just do that. Just be that. Just lean into that. Like, don't put out fucking statements and things like that if you're not really feeling that way. Because you using Diddy's music on your background after you just was like, he's weird, I don't like him, but you're using his music because you want to get eyeballs and views. That shit is fucking weird.
Yeah. And
you're making it harder on women who actually did suffer abuse from Diddy and from any other man, you know what I mean? For them to be taken seriously, or especially a sex worker. Like, sex workers all the time get fucking poo-pooed on when they try to report any like abuse or like coercion or anything like that, just because of the line of work they're in. So they get like dismissed, even if it was very real and valid. So I don't like when bitches move like that. I feel like that's fucking weird. And like how people say cringe. That shit is cringe as fuck. Like, girl, just do your thing. Just be a sex worker and be proud about it. Be like, yeah, I fucked and I was with the video with Diddy. Revenge porn, not cool. I'm suing that bitch. But come to my OnlyFans though.
Yeah.
You know?
Own it.
Yeah. Own it. I don't like it.
Okay, so my next one is not having paper towels in my house. Oh my gosh. We just went like 2 weeks, no paper towels. That's out of pocket. Really, it was like, at first it was just like, they didn't have the brand, the Kirkland brand when we went. And the Bounty brand was like $35, $36.
Crazy.
And we were like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. we won't be doing that. And then I kept meaning to get some from whatever grocery store I was going to.
Yeah.
And I just kept forgetting because I'm not used to getting them from that store. I usually go to Costco. So, yeah, just recently, like a few days ago, my husband came back with a big old thing of paper towels. And I was like, my hero.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's crazy. You don't think about, I use a lot of paper towels. I try not to. I went 2 weeks. Hey. But now that I have my paper towels back, baby.
Okay. It's like nothing else.
There's a roll in my bathroom. There's a roll in my guest bathroom. There's a roll in the kitchen.
Locked
paper
in.
towel.
Yes. I love the Viva brand. The ones that like they damn near feel like
a towel, damn near, like a real towel.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
They be lasting a long time.
The Kirkland brand is kind of right beneath that for me. I like them. I like the two sizes. You can get a little small one or a big one.
Yes.
I like that. It's just, I love a paper towel. Thank you to whoever invented them. So I do not like not having them.
Period.
Life is harder. Seriously, it really is. It shouldn't be like that.
Like,
it's messier. There's a lot more laundry, a lot more towels.
Yeah, a lot more time. What irritates me when I run out of paper towels is like now we're using like a kitchen towel or something like that. Or
like the napkins from a fast food place or whatever.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I cannot stand when the towel and I go to wipe my hands again, it's still like damp. That gets on my nerve. I'm like, ew.
Or after you clean with it, wipe down surfaces, stuff, how nasty it looks, and you gotta like shake it out in the sink. Yeah. Nasty.
Is this even sanitary?
This is nasty. I just cleaned my kitchen table with this. Ugh. Now I feel like I wish I could take a napkin and just wipe it down. Or I just wipe something, now it has to air dry.
Oh, yeah, I know. Or you use a whole other dry towel, now 2 towels dirty.
Ugh.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
I feel that. I don't like that either. Well, my last one here is when a good song or artist doesn't match the performance abilities in the music video or in the performance. Like I'm like, okay, wait, what's happening here? The song is great. Maybe even the music video was good. Maybe if there was a music video. People don't really be doing videos a whole lot these days.
Right.
But then now it's time for you to go on tour and you're giving me nothing. You're giving me nothing. Like you got a few, sparklers on stage, maybe some smoke or whatever. Like I remember we saw like Lil Baby in concert, like it was a big festival thing, and he was one of the openers for one of the people we was waiting for. And I was like he got some shit, but his performance, he just walking back and forth. And I get it, like rappers, that's kind of like what they do, is just walk back and forth. Sometimes they be giving us a little bop, a little jump, a little, maybe Entourage joins the stage. But I'm like,
then give us dancers.
Right. Like, you know who made a good turnaround on that? Summer Walker.
Yeah.
I feel like she has made a good turnaround. Like she's found her zone where it's like, hey, maybe I'm not comfortable being on stage and doing all the performance stuff, but I'll bring people on who are. And maybe I'll learn a little two-step that makes me feel that I'm comfortable with, not like going out of my zone. And honestly, I commend her for like coming out and giving us strong vocals always.
Yeah.
And just being like, hey, y'all, I'm uncomfortable. I'm just
awkward up here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this part of it.
Literally.
But y'all do. So here.
Yeah. And she's spent the time, I'm sure, the money, the energy.
Yeah, she worked with Tiana Taylor, Taylor stage presence.
Yeah.
She knows how to do it.
That's a perfect person to link up with.
Absolutely.
Especially because she's got like sexuality, you know what I mean?
Choreography, plus vocals, plus looks. Yeah, she's the one.
Exactly.
She's the one today to go to.
So it's like if you're going to do that, like maybe you either don't perform or you put in the work to
try.
Yeah. Maybe you just hire people to perform behind you so you could stay still or sit down.
Yeah.
But you just coming on stage and it's just you, just bland, is like some of these songs, the vocals and the raps aren't strong enough for that.
Brent Faiyaz.
He's one of them ones too.
Saw him at Soul Bloom. Girl, I'm sorry. Love the songs, but he's so performing in shades. barely doing anything. And the stage was so boring. It was just like you gave
No
us. There was a full
decorations.
band, but they were in silhouette, so we couldn't even see the
Oh.
band, and it really was just like him, and he's giving you nothing. He's giving you nothing.
Like,
You won't even take your sunglasses off. Like, what the heck is this? This is so impersonal.
literally. Like, I like it when
And your energy.
it's just
Oh my God. I'm bored. Do something.
like, you know, when like sometimes artists, I think like Justin Bieber recently did it, where he comes on stage and like they make the beat in real time and then they like
Yeah.
play a guitar and sing or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
That's something.
that's something.
You're getting creative with it, and everyone has their thing. Like Travis Scott, he's always jumping around, and
Yeah.
and like Kendrick Lamar. I know we went to see the Kung Fu Kenny when he went on tour.
Yeah.
And that it was like he had dudes performing like, I don't know, jujitsu, karate, kung fu, whatever. Dudes were fighting. It was like a fight choreography. It was tight. It was
He
like
didn't give a show.
Yes, it was a great show. It was a great show. So it really is like we're paying so much money to see you. These tickets are so hard to get and expensive. So why are you not making it worthwhile?
Exactly.
You want people to spend this $300 to sit in these not so great seats to see you and feel like they got their money's worth, not like it was like, yeah. You know what I mean?
I could have put this money in my fucking tank.
That part, I could have put this in my grocery cart.
Literally.
Shit.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Step it up, guys. Especially in this economy.
Okay.
Give us something.
Something.
My last one is a little, I don't know. But I don't like the fact that dogs live such short lives. I don't like that. I don't like that. One of my dogs is older, and I was crying the other day because I was just like, oh my God. It's just sad. It's just a really sad thing to think about.
I could not agree more.
I hate that.
I absolutely abhor that.
It's just, I don't want to think about it. When I do, it's enough to make me cry, for real. Like, that'll make me cry, just thinking about that. Like, oh my God, one day I gotta live without my best friend?
Girl.
That's crazy. What am I gonna do? Who am I gonna be? I don't know. I don't want to know.
I'm not looking forward to finding out, actually. I know after Spati got her cancer diagnosis, I was like doing yoga and I was like in Shavasana, and the lady, I was already throughout the whole practice just on the verge of tears, just feeling like I'm really in here trying to transmute some energy right now, trying to process. And at the very end, I'm in Shavasana, and she had the nerve to pull out a guitar and start strumming and singing a beautiful song. Like, girl, I'm on my mad, like, just thinking about, because she was talking about like how life isn't always perfect, but it's like perfectly yours, and how to like cherish the people who come into it. It was just a very beautiful song, and was hitting so heavy. Like, we don't have these moments forever.
We really don't. Oh my God. Be present. But yeah, that's my last one.
Yeah.
And with that, I want to give a thank you to Celebration Arts Theater, Black-owned theater in Sacramento, the only one. And I'm doing my second play there. I have grown a lot. The theater has grown a lot. And they are doing great things and building up young and old artists, actors, dancers, playwrights in Sacramento, just in a very, very welcoming and loving way. And they're only doing that with the support of communities. So if you're listening to this and you're interested in seeing plays, doing plays, or just donating to a theater that is really helping the creative community in Sacramento, look them up. Celebration Arts Theater in Sacramento. Donate if you can, and yeah, show some love and come see me. The opening night is today. If you're listening to this, the show opened today, but this weekend, and then after that, we're every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in June. So come check it out.
Come see my girl. It's about to be good, y'all. It's about to be good. You're in for a treat.
Yeah, 18 and up only. So it's one of them.
That's how you know.
It's one of them plays. But yes, come join.
And if you want to keep up with any of the other amazing things that we're doing here at How to Be Real, you can find us on socials at howto_be_real. I'm at @justsay_tay.
And I am at the Tasha B.
Yes, and if you want to hit us up with any questions, comments, anything like that, maybe a little listener letter, you can slide in the email inbox, heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. Always, we welcome you to leave comments, reviews, ratings, all the great things so that we can reach more folks just like yourself. And remember, we are not therapists. No, we just have them. So take everything we said with just a little grain of salt. All right? And this week's Random Reel is on my friend Tasha B.
Yes. So this just popped on my heart last night as I was thinking about this Random Reel. So yeah, here it goes. I'm just going to read it as it came. This is your sign to let go. The best of life is ahead of you. Focus on what's working and release what isn't. You have what it takes to create the life you've always wanted. You aren't being rejected or denied. You are being guided in the right direction. Follow your intuition.
Ooh.
I received that myself.
And
yes, of course. And with that, lovely real ones, stay real.